All right, hey everyone. Wanted to make a quick video on how to take the front bumper off a 2018 M2. I had a little bit of an incident at the track not too long ago where I hit a barrier coming out of turn 1 at VIR, and it pushed in the fender as well as the headlight, and ended up bending a bracket here and then breaking off another bracket here. So in order for me to kind of initially assess the damage and take a look underneath it, to actually find this bracket that broke off, I had to take the fender off. I was looking at a couple of videos to describe how to take the fender off, but didn't find one, so I thought I would make a quick video on how to take the fender off. This applies to a 2018 M2, and I would imagine it'll be very similar to any of the F generation M2s, M3s, and M4s. So if you want to take the bumper off rather than not the fender, so the whole front bumper assembly, there are multiple steps that you need to take. I would probably break it down to 3 steps. Step number 1, there's a bunch of screws that are sitting on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that need to be loosened up to undo the top part of the bumper. Then underneath it on the bottom, you're gonna have to get down under the car. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 screws here, and then it continues onto the other side. So all of those have to be undone in order for the bumper to come off. And you're probably going to have to remove the liner. You don't have to remove actually the entire liner, but you're going to have to just loosen up the fender liner, which I have taken off, and it's sitting over there, in order to get to some of the other screws that hold the bumper in place. Primarily the one that connects the bumper to the fender, and there's a little clamp here that, as you can see, the 3 holes align to the holes here, so that actually attaches the bumper to the fender and keeps it in place. So in order to get to that bracket and loosen this up, you're gonna have to get in here, and the tire liner and the fender liner that's here, that needs to be undone and loosened, so you can get underneath it to remove this bracket. Once you have this removed and the top and the bottom bolts removed, depending on how far you need to move the bumper itself, there is if you have an executive package, it's gonna have headlight washers in it, and in my case I had to remove the headlight washer. There is an attachment that may be hard to see. Remove my fingers, but it's this piece that sits in it, and you need to move it out to the left to pop it out, and then pull it back. There is an attachment here that's sitting here that has a kind of a that slips on like so here, and that will hold it over here back in place. So sorry about that, it's kind of hard to see, but you're gonna end up with it being right here. If that's not removed, the bumper won't come off. So that's the third and kind of final component that needs to be done. Pretty easy to remove it, put it back in place. I haven't only undone it on one side, but it gives me enough of a play in order for me to gain access to the brackets on the headlights. So if you've got any questions about that, post it up. I'll try to answer those.